Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. And then there were three. The top three teams of this Kent State invite have the right to play for a championship today. In the first game, it is our lone semifinals. The number 2 seed Mashfactory looking to take down the number 3 seed Clutch Elites up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation. We will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
And there's another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
It's time for the championship bracket to get underway here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. It is the number 3 seed Clutch Elite taking on the number 2 seed Mashfactory. Hello, everybody, from the press box. Once again, he's Ragazzo. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel this afternoon. Before we get into the baseball, we do have some great breaking news. On Thursday, we were just given permission to do live video at the Summer League, so we will have basketball back on the channel for the first time since the P-League All-Star Game. Cam, you know how much I absolutely love to call basketball, so excited for Thursday, but still the focus is right now on this great game.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a good thing, but still a whole nother 2 games we got to focus on.
And a whole other box of canes to focus on off to our right as well. Thank you, Cam, for running out to grab that in between our games. Back just in time for first pitch here at 1:36. It is popped up going straight into left center. Underneath it at short is Strain, and he will be called off by the left fielder Marlott for out number 1. Or it appears in the end that McCombs was able to get to it from center. Either way, the leadoff man in Jackson Stewart is retired on 1 pitch. A good start defensively for the Mashfactory. A high-hanging ball amid the sun. Not an easy play to make. Now Chase Wade, the right fielder, steps in. He will take a first pitch ball upstairs. Something to note about this game, Cam, we do have a completely new officiating crew. So that could change how this game goes. Ground ball hit the short, Strain unable to get there, and it is a 1-out single for Chase Wade. Good bit of hitting by the number 2 hitter of Clutch Elite, and that will bring up the dangerous second baseman, Johnny Kievman. We got to see Kievman on Thursday, and he dominated. No real surprises. He was one of the stars of Norton baseball this year. Led the team in batting average, second in the team in regards to hits with a total of 30, and was a conference first-team player this campaign. Popped up this time to second base. Corsi calls it off right in front of Morton, his right fielder, for out number 2. Almost a slight collision out there in right center.
Yeah, we've kind of almost seen it twice, but both times just called off right before.
Now Quinn Schmidt, the starting pitcher for Clutch Elite, will step in, a chance to give his team a slight cushion before he steps on the mound officially. On the mound today for the Mashfactory, it is Dylan Wood wearing number 9. He plays his high school ball over in the Youngstown area, I believe. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. But to set the defense, it is Wood on the mound, Smith behind the dish, Brock Berkwin at first, Corsi at second, Strain at short, Saliola at third, and from left to right in the outfield, it is Marlatz, McCombs, and Morton. Once again, popped up on the infield, but it will carry on out foul. Count now sits at 1-1. The winner of this game will take on the MAF Gators in the championship game scheduled for 3:15. But unless we have a quick game or a quick run rule, we are not going to see that game start on time. And I think given that this is the championship bracket and it has started to become a little bit more manageable here at Schoonover Stadium, that's not the worst thing in the world. 1-1 count, the pitch. Fly ball into center field. McCombs going to track it down. He has it in right center, and the side is retired. Outside of a 1-out single, no damage done by Clutch Elite in the top of the first inning. Middle of 1 at Schoonover Stadium. No score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of one here at Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. No score yet as the Mashfactory will step in for their first cuts. Brock Bourquin, Anthony Corsi, and Wyatt Marlott will get us underway. On the mound today for Clutch Elite, it is Quinn Schmidt wearing number 11, not Graham Cease, who has that number on the actual roster. But that is a change made, at least for this tournament. Ball one taken outside by the first baseman, Bourquin. We saw Brock have a big hit on Thursday, a triple that ended up seeing him take home later on in that inning to be the opening run. And we did get confirmation, at least in distant cousin land, he is a relative of the legendary voice of Stark County, Sam Bourquin. Sam still active, now having a radio show on Q92 during the weekday. Ground ball hit into right center. It is down for a leadoff single. Brock Bourquin able to get that one through. And going back to his high school season, just like his distant cousin, a player at Canton Central, helped the Crusaders make it all the way to the regional final, bowing out to Waynedale, who ended up winning the state championship. But as a key contributor for that Canton Central squad, they have a shot to make it further next year. I would not be surprised to see them do so. Anthony Corsi, the second baseman, now steps in, a chance to move Bourquin along. The pitch. In there for strike one. Anthony Corsi, nicknamed Boo, comes to the squad by way of Massillon Jackson, where he just finished up his freshman year. The squad pretty much all rising sophomores except for Tommy Strain, who is at Glen Oak and will be a rising junior. Schmidt nods a couple of times and deals the 0-1. Weakly chopped left side, but foul now 0-2. A thin bench today for Bourquin's side. Outside of the DH Van Dyne, who is not in the diamond, you also have Gall. Otherwise, that's it. No Araya Jassagam for this game. He did pitch earlier on in the tournament. A great outing against the Mentor Cardinals on Thursday. 0-2 the counts. The pitch. Pops up right side of the infield. Underneath that at first base is Victor Rodriguez. And the man from Youngstown East has it for out number 2. Or excuse me, that's out number 1. But going back to Victor Rodriguez, I believe just finished up his freshman year at Youngstown East. Next year, it's going to become Youngstown United, if I'm not mistaken, as both Youngstown East and Youngstown Cheney are combining. That decision was made a couple of months ago by Youngstown City Schools. Met with a lot of controversy and a lot of heat, especially given Cheney's exploits athletically. But they decided that's the best move to make, so they will be combining the schools, and that might be enough to see a squad like Cheney combined with the boys from East win a state title. That could be enough. But other schools in the area, Austintown, Fitch, Boardman, they're staying the same as they are kind of townships within Youngstown or the greater Youngstown area. But definitely a big shakeup over there. I think the best thing that we have to compare it to back in Cleveland is the combination or really the integration of the Parma Redmen into both Valley Forge and Normandy. It was supposed to become one big Parma school, but now they have kind of put the kibosh on that for now.
Keyword is for now.
The 1-0. Good drive into right field. It has a chance to get down, and it will drop right in front of Wade. Going to third is Bourquin, and he will be in there. And taking second base as the trail runner is Marlott. A single for Wyatt, and on the throw, he will take second. 2 on in scoring position, 1 down for Logan Smith, the catcher.
I just realized there are 3 umpires.
Correct, that is for this championship round. One final quote to kind of go back to Valley Forge, Normandy, and Parma. The reason why they won't combine them now is that Normandy is 7 Hills, technically, and Valley Forge is Parma Heights. That is why they won't. At least that's what I've been told by people within those districts. But Smith just finished up his sophomore year at Marlington. A varsity player, I believe a varsity starter behind the dish for the Diamond Dukes this season. First pitch down low for ball 1. Marlington had a solid campaign, a good start, but in the end, they faltered in the playoff district semifinals against Canfield. But Marlington, one of the teams that we cover, hope to keep that as a sentiment into next year. But with some leadership changes over at Marlington, that could be put into jeopardy, but that is a conversation for a later date. The 1-0. Chopped foul, now 1-1. All Our next broadcast, baseball-wise, is going to be Tuesday. Right now, the plan is to be at John Carroll as we have T3 taking on Force Ohio. But there is a chance that we do get a minor league baseball team in. Actually, amateur is the true definition, but more on that later once we get confirmation or not on a press box being available given the heat. The 1-1 pops shallowly going into center field, and it will drop in. A dramatic RBI single for Logan Smith that just kind of hangs up and drops in, and it is the Mashfactory striking first.
Yeah, kind of a weird, just gets on the end of it and just, like you said, floats it into center, but an RBI is an RBI.
Perfectly placed by Logan Smith as he is able to split the defense. Good effort at second base by Kiefman along with Johnson in center. Just not enough time to convene on the baseball. And that will see Tommy Strain, the shortstop, step in, just finish up his sophomore year at Glen Oak. Glen Oak making it to the regional semifinals, bowing out to Medina. They did have a big district final victory over St. Ignatius, coming back from down 3-0 to win that game in 9. Really a shock result over there. And as well, going back to Force Ohio, congratulations to Larry Mosley, the head coach of Westlake, and I believe kind of the manager of Force Ohio. He just called it a day on his tenure at Westlake. Very successful, won Coach of the Year over in the GLC a while back, and I believe in 7 years won 105 games. Also coached some Division I talents like Derek Acapinti, who is at Akron, and on top of that, the Jung twins who are coming to me at Mount Union. So congratulations to Coach Mosley on a great career there. Hoping to see some great things from him and from Force in the near future. Close play over at 1. They say Smith is just back in time. Cam, you're not convinced.
It was close. Kind of stumbled on there as he went to get back into first.
And I think we're still waiting on our first offering to Strain. At long last, we will get it. Runner will go. It is low and inside for ball 1. And on the indifference, that will give second base to Smith. I would say the right course of action right now. And as that stolen base will happen, we will see the umpires kind of go and shift positions. And that is to be able to see everything a little bit better. With 3 of them, you can get a lot of correct calls or better calls and quicker calls that way, which I do like. The 1-0. Fly ball into center field. Has a chance to get down, and it will bloop on in again. It's a blooper reel for the Mashfactory. They lead it 2-0.
I mean, 2 bloop singles, but attach an RBI to both of those. It's exactly what you want to see if you're Mashfactory.
Usually a blooper reel has a negative connotation. Not at all in this one, as, once again, going back to a sentiment that we have shared throughout the broadcast today, you don't need to hit the ball very hard. You just need to have it drop in front of the outfield, and that happens again. Now, Rex Saliola, the third baseman, steps in. A chance to make it 3-0 early on. Runner goes. The pitch down low for ball 1, and once again, that puts 2 runners in scoring position. Heading in, I kind of had a feeling our championship could be this 2 seed and the MAF Gators. These are the best 3 teams, I would say, for sure. But right now, Bourquin looking dominant. And a big worry that I had with them was their offense not getting going early enough. They put that to bed right now. Swing and a miss, 1-1. I think I said that against the Mentor Cardinals, too, a 2-0 game. If your offense can't get rolling till the 4th inning, once you enter the championship round, can you win games? Right now, 2 runs early on. They seemingly have fixed it for now. That pitch down low for ball 2. And I would say a stricter but true strike zone so far in this game behind the dish from that umpire. I like it so far.
I mean, definitely a difference from last game, you know, kind of getting more out of hand as it goes on. Obviously, the umpire also in the heat wants to go home. So I don't blame him. That
pitch called a strike, now 2-2. After Saliola, it goes to Braden Van Dyne. A great shortstop for this squad, but he is not in the starting lineup defensively today. Could be in the championship game, though. Wouldn't be surprised to see it. The 2-2 down low for ball 3, and we are full. The bases could load up here with still 1 down. That 1 out was a pop out in foul territory taken in by Rodriguez. And that retired Corsi back in the 2-hole. Schmidt's payoff pitch. Fouled away. Good survival swing in the box by Saliola. And that will see him another pitch. Next inning for Clutch Elite, it is CJ Craig, Jackson Johnson, and Victor Rodriguez. That's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Payoff once more. Hit left side, and it is through. 1 run will score. They will hold up the second. It's an RBI single for Rex Saliola. Make it 3-0 Mash Factory.
Party just continues. They continue to do that same thing. That one, instead of a bloop single, more of a line drive through that big gap between third and shortstop, but probably going to be the same thing here. I mean, if he doesn't go on the first pitch, probably going on the second pitch, but...
And now you see why the boys from Boulevard are called the Mash Factory. Mashing early on in this game. Still runner to the corners, still 1 down. It is Van Dyne stepping in. Throw back to 1, not in time, and you can kind of see that confidence there just goes back in standing. I really cannot fault him for that, as he didn't have that big of a lead quite yet. And even if he does, I kind of think the indifference will just continue. But we could see that change for sure, just depending on how this game script continues to run. Runner will go, but it is popped up. It might fall on the right side. Under it at second base is Kiefman, and he will have it for out number 2. No further advancement on the base path by either the runner at third or first. And now Dylan Wood, the starting pitcher, a chance to really leave his mark on the game. A 4-0 cushion would be nice to come back out to. Kind of an ideal spot for him to be in. The Mash Factory's offense back to their best so far in this semifinal. The pitch pops up, and I think that one will get out of here or hit the netting. No, it will not. It will somehow stay in, caught behind the dish, and the side is retired. A high hanger. Cam, I kind of saw, I think what you saw too, that it looked like it was going to hit the net. Don't know how it didn't in the end. It's a great play behind the dish by Amari Harris, and the inning is over. But the Mash Factory able to score a total of 3 runs, some bloops, some power. Either way, the offense is rolling. 1 complete at Schoonover Stadium. It is the Mash Factory up 3-0 on Clutch Elite. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Clutch Elite looking for some offensive answers as we begin the top of the second inning. 3-0 your score on SmeeSports. First pitch taken down low for ball 1. Cam, your thoughts on the game so far? Mash Factory doing a great job placing the ball perfectly in the outfield as they have been able to score 3 runs so far, mainly because of their baseball IQ.
Yeah, they really got a couple of well-placed hits there in the bottom there. And really, if you're Clutch, you got to come up here and try and get a couple runners on, try and get a couple of those runs back.
It is CJ Craig, Jackson Johnson, and Victor Rodriguez in the 5, 6, and 7 slots this frame. Craig down 1-2, the pitch. Line drive into left center field, and that is down in the gap for a leadoff single. Good work in center field by McCombs to come in and cut it off. But either way, the leadoff man reaches on a hard hit ball into left center. We will take a second look at Craig's swing. Just finished up his freshman year at Grand Valley High School. And you can tell why Grand Valley values a player like that. Good drive into left center, a good versatile option for this clutch elite squad. And once again, he comes up with a big play. It might not mean that much right now given the score, but it's a step in the right direction. And there will be a courtesy runner in his place, which I would assume is the last out, which is Quinn Schmidt. If that's the case, once again, we do have the pitcher in for the catcher to run. First pitch off the plate for ball one. And actually, I believe Craig's at third, so that could be just a basic runner, or as that guy is in safe. Kind of surprised there. I don't know about that, but could be one that he also does catch on occasion, that he could have a runner come in for him. We will see how that works. Hit right back up the middle. Goodness, he got it! And that's a double play. Dylan Wood, what the heck was that?
Wow.
Matt Boyd, that you on the mound? My goodness. The reflexes. And that clears the bases. Victor Rodriguez now steps in, the power hitter. Nobody in front of him to move along. But Cam, how in the world did he get that?
I don't know.
That was self-defense more than anything, but a top 10 play, probably top 5 at that. And all of a sudden, it's 2 down. The 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. I'll tell you what, Dylan Wood fired up on the mound, and you can just tell by the way that he is carrying himself right now. A chance to get his first strikeout on the day, and he will get it looking, and the side is retired. A magnificent inning from Dylan Wood and the Mashfactory defense. What a third strike pitch there from Wood. And the side is retired somehow in order. I'm at a loss, Cam. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, I don't even. Great play, and then the strikeout to go with it.
The Mashfactory looking unstoppable. Middle of 2 at Schoonover Stadium. It is the boys in powder blue up by 3. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of 2 here at Schoonover Stadium. What a top of the second inning. For those who missed it, the web gem to end all web gems. A liner right back up at Dylan Wood's face. Somehow is able to catch it and gets the double play as well. Cam, I think we're both at a loss for words, even taking a second look at that play. Unreal.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of just kind of just instincts and reflexes kick in. You're not really thinking about much. You're just thinking about pitching a strike, and all of a sudden the ball's coming right back at your face.
Morton grounds it to second. Throw to one is in time. Kievman has the putout for out number 1. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order for the Mashfactory, starting with Brock Bourquin. Bourquin 1 for 1 in the game with a single to lead off the bottom of the first. But right now, this is the Mashfactory's game. Off to our side, we do have the MAF Gators here in attendance, getting ready to go for their game, scheduled for 3:15, but will most likely be delayed due to this game. Bourquin flies that one foul to the left side, 0-1 the count. But is this what you expected early on in this championship semifinal? 3 runs from the Mashfactory, who struggled in games earlier on this tournament to get runs, but those struggles have fallen off to the wayside.
I mean, honestly, not really, but they are just coming out here and proving me wrong.
0-1 count on Bourquin. Schmidt looking to settle down the defense, but time called first. We did have some action in the bullpen. That was Riley Grope, the now junior at Ursuline, getting ready to go. So we will see if we do see Riley at all in this game on the mound. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Off the plate now, 1-1. Once again, the winner of this game takes on the MAF Gators. This is the official championship bracket. One of these 3 teams that are still alive will take home the second Kent State Invite title, joining Premier Gambetta, who took home the title by default due to cancellations in the first. And that was just a tough start for them in that game that we did see a little bit of them. Not really Antonio's fault on the mound at all. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbled in that game. The pitch. Down low now, 2-2 on Bourquin. In the on-deck circle, it is Anthony Corsi, followed by Wyatt Marlatz in the hole. Mashfactory looking for a base runner with 1 down. And still their dugout getting loud. The 2-2. Flown left side foul. And I feel like that is the edge that the Mashfactory has on most teams that they play. Their dugout engaged from the start. If your dugout's active and ready to go in these games, they have a good shot to go out and win some extra contests that they shouldn't be winning. It's just that 10th man boost. 2-2, flown down the left side, off of a glove, and into left field for a single. Bourquin, he is going to press his luck into second, and he is in there. On the ricochet, gets a double, depending on how you want to score it. Either way, run number 4 in scoring position for the Mashfactory. What a powerful shot by Brock Bourquin. Great effort by Craig over at third. There's not enough to get in there. And it does look like we have had a flip in the lineup. Craig is behind the dish. It is Harris at third. So that has flipped from what we initially saw. That'll be an interesting thing to look at down the stretch if we do see that flopped back. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. We talked about it a lot in the silver bracket games, Cam. Catching rotation is big amid this heat.
Absolutely. You want to keep all your guys fresh and make sure they're all good to go.
1-0 count on Anthony Corsi. 0 for 1 in this game with a pop out to first. This time he will pop it up, going into left center, and it is going to get down. Nobody able to track it, and Corsi is on with a single on paper, but an error more in the context of the game.
Yeah, it looked like the shortstop was battling the sun, and all of a sudden he lost it and kind of got out of there to make sure it didn't hit him in the head.
But by definition, Cam, that is a single. Nobody touched it. And that'll bring up Wyatt Marlatz, 1 for 1 on the day with a single. A chance to do some more damage here for the Mashfactory. Once again, the winner of this game takes on the MAF Gators in the tournament championship. That'll be a fun game to watch after this. First pitch in there for strike 1. Good movement on the offering from Schmidt on the mound. As well, the question is, how long does he remain in the game? I think for the Mashfactory, they're going to keep Wood in until the end unless they have to make a change just to save everybody else that is available for the championship. Line drive left side. It is through into left field. They are going to hold up the runner at third. And the bases are loaded with 1 down for Logan Smith. It is the catcher stepping back in, looking to do some more damage. He had an RBI single in his lone plate appearance so far, but in the meantime, we will have a mound visit for Clutch Elite. But after the first out of the inning was recorded on that ground out, is this where you thought we'd be 3 batters later?
I mean, honestly, not really. It looked like kind of the Mash Factor was a little bit calmed down after that nice offensive outbreak in the first, but then here they come.
Riley Grope is coming onto the diamond. Amari Harris is subbing out, it looks like. And we will see what that means for the greater context of this game. Once again, initially we were told that Harris was the starting catcher, but was scratched from that spot, put over at third, and then C.J. Craig was put behind the dish. And it appears that we are going to see Grope pitch. So I think that just makes Harris the odd man out. He is going to become the EH, and I think Schmidt is going to play third, as that is where he played a little bit on Thursday. Either way, the call to the bullpen has been made by Clutch Elite. It is Riley Grope on to throw when we return. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 2 on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Grope is all ready to go on the mound after coming in relief for Quinn Schmidt. An inning and a third for Quinn. A total of 3 runs allowed. Could get up to as many as 6 if all 3 guys on the base path right now come around to score. It is Logan Smith stepping in, bases loaded, 1 down. First pitch down low for ball 1. And checking defensively, it is Schmidt now in over at third. And Harris is out of the game. That then allows for Grope to come in from the bench. But I assume he will still hit in this game, and just this is a pitching change and a pitching-only change. 1-0 count, the pitch. Down low, but blocked by Craig. A good scoop behind the dish, but now it's a 2-0 count.
Even a block, that was just a good pick. Kind of just turned it over to a nice backhand over there. Because if not, a run scores and all the other runners advance.
I've had to do that a couple of times in my career, just kind of sticking the glove out there and hoping for the best. 2-0 count, Grope looking for a strike, the pitch. Fly ball into right field, down the line, and it will go just foul. If that would have been fair, that could have been extra bases.
Probably would have been, and at least 2 scored. If not, I wouldn't. 3 probably wouldn't have, but still 2 for sure.
But I don't mind that aggression from Logan Smith there on the 2-0 count. Try and create some more offense. You're trying to play for the run rule to give your guys a break and make a statement with the Gators looking on before you have to play them in the championship. 2-1 count on Smith. The pitch. Hangs over the plate, and they are going to say no. He did not go, so that's ball 3. Close call there, Cam, but once again, I kind of think you're in disagreement with our 3 umpires.
I agree. I just thought It's a little closer, but with the appeal.
More clarity.
Yeah.
The 3-1. Runs inside. That is ball 4, and that will bring in run number 4. Free pass, free 1. It is now 4-0. Tommy Strain will step back in, an RBI single in his last plate appearance. And it's time for some more damage, but it does look like we will have, or there it is, we do have a pinch runner. That is a courtesy for the catcher, and that will see, I believe that's number 23 or 22. If that's 22, that's Griffin Gull. And given that he is the only man left on the bench, I would assume it is him. If not, it's the last out, and that's Luke Morton, which wears number 6. But base is still loaded. 1 down in the bottom of the 2nd inning. First pitch in there for strike 1. Good first offering from Grove, but it needs a lot more than that to get out of this inning. And this one can easily get away from clutch elite if they are not careful. And they know that very well. But if you are the Mashfactory, a chance to make a statement in this frame. Fly ball into right field. Still going back. Has a chance to die. Instead, it will be caught in right for out number 2. The 2 lead runners will advance. Now the 3rd one will to second base. The throw is not in time. It is a sac fly, and that will make it 5-0. Taking a second look at that fly ball. Nicely worked by the runners on the bases. The first 2 had a good chance to advance early on. They take that chance. Then the trail runner finally able to advance into scoring position. Well done. That'll now see Rex Saliola, the 3rd baseman, step in. Runs 6 and 7 in scoring position. Swings and misses there, 0-1. Trying to get a good barrel on that baseball. Easier said than done right now. The pressure definitely on the clutch elite defense to get out of the inning. But the Mashfactory still has 2 more guys they want to bring in, at least. That pitch off the plate, evening up the count. Both teams ended pool play with a 3-1 record. And for Mashfactory Bourquin, that one loss came against the MAF Gators. The 1-1 upstairs for ball 2.
If they're able to win this game, they want some redemption.
And the question at that point is, what is more powerful, momentum or heat? Usually momentum would pretty much make them the favorite in that game, but right now the heat, a good equalizer. The 2-1 runs inside for ball 3. After Saliola, it goes to Braden Van Dyne, the DH. Patience might be a big virtue right now for the Mashfactory. A chance to load up the bases once again for one of your better hitters. 3 balls and 1 strike. Grope sets and fires. Up and in for ball 4, and the bases will indeed load again. If you are Van Dyne, a base hit into the outfield scores 2, and from there, if it's deep enough, 3 get home. To set the stage as well, 3 runs after 12, 10 after 4, 8 after 5 are your run rules. Just in case we do get to that point, which if the Mashfactory offense can continue to play like this, we might. But no guarantees quite yet. That pitch will get behind, and that will bring in run number 6. And with that run, they match their tally from last inning. It's another 3 spot for the time being. Absolute domination from the Mashfactory. Tremendous work from them. And we have the chance to see one of the quickest games in this tournament.
Now that you said that, it will go all 7 innings.
Good chance it does still, as this is a semifinal in the championship bracket. Both teams definitely deserving of a spot here. The 1-0 hit into right field, and it will be caught, and the side is retired. We had to wait a second for that designation, and finally it is given, and the inning is over. Questionable out there if he did bring it in or not for sure, but it will be scored as an F9 as Wade ends the inning. Another 3 spot for the Mash Factory. 6-zip your score through 2.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Third inning set to get underway here at Schoonover Stadium. 6-0 your score. It is the Mash Factory up big on Clutch Elite. Cam, a great game so far for the Mash Factory offense as they have been able to score 3 runs in each of the 2 innings so far. How do they keep that tempo up knowing that they have another game up next, which obviously is the big one that they want to win against a team that could knock them out or take a title away from them? Before we get to you, throw over to 1 is in time. It's 1 up, 1 down. Good throw across the diamond made by the third baseman, Saliola.
They just got to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, obviously today in this game, they're coming out, they're hitting, they're playing defense well. If they can continue to do that the rest of this game and, like you said, keep that momentum going on to that second game, they have a good chance against the Gators.
Amari Harris, the third baseman, turn EH now steps in. Beautiful delivery from Wood. It's 0-1. One of the best looking pitches that we have seen all day. Dylan Wood not shying away from the fight at all yet. The 0-1 bounced in, now 1-1. But once again, later on today in the 3:15 time slot, we do have the championship game for this division. This is the championship bracket. So whichever team wins that game will join Premier Ohio Gambetta as the second Kent State Invite champion of 2025. Swing and a miss, now 2-2. So far, Dylan Wood, 1 strikeout, 2 base hits allowed, and a couple of great putouts on the mound. The 2-2, swing and a drop third strike, and Harris will take first. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Wood, but that drop third, a costly one. In the meantime, action in the bullpen once again for Clutch Elite. It appears that Grady Binder, the freshman from Clyde, is going to go warm up. We saw him on Thursday in game number 1. Didn't pitch all too long, so a chance to see him again. And opposed to seeing Binder here, we're going to see Grope come in and swing. That is most likely to give Binder time to get ready and probably be a straight swap. Swing and a miss from Grope, 1 outside, 0-1 the count.
I think it's actually a different arm down there. I think Binder just went down there to catch. Trying to see a number down there.
Throw back to 1 in the meantime, not in time. We will see who actually comes in the game next for Clutch Elite if they do make the change yet. The 0-1, just off the corner, now 1-1. But for those just tuning in, 3 runs scoring in the first and 3 in the second for the Mash Factory. And that brings us to our 6-0 scoreline. Swings and misses on 1 outside again, now 1-2. A lot of hefty waves and misses from Grope on that outside corner. Do we see it again here, or do we see some variation from Wood?
I would say, why not try and do the same thing? You already got the swing and miss. Why not try and do it again?
A good chance to get it done as well. Still a runner over at first with one down. And he does go outside and gets the same result. That one is out, number 2. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Dylan Wood. And that will wrap up the first go-around for Clutch Elite's offense. Back to the top we go with Jackson Stewart.
Believe that is number 6. Warming up, pitching in the bullpen for Clutch.
That is Landon Gerchuk, another pitcher that we did see over on Thursday. Line drive, too short, caught, and the inning is over. Excellent snag by Tommy Strain, and that prevents any damage.
Couple of good grabs by Mashfactory, and now that offense is coming back up, looking to score a couple more.
Maybe not the same exact play or even as impressive as the one on the mound, but still just throws his glove up and is able to get that one in. The Mashfactory full of web gems, but also full of offense. Middle of 3 at Schoonover Stadium. It is the 2 seed looking poised to make it to the championship game. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the 3rd inning, the Mashfactory offense out for some more damage as we are underway with a first pitch strike, 0-1 the count. It is going to be Wood, Morton, then Top for a 3rd go-around this frame for the Mashfactory. Just a great game so far for them. The offense rolling, but still, it can change. And now an 0-2 count.
Breaking news. Cal Raleigh continues to be great. That's now 31 home runs before the All-Star break. Give him the MVP. I don't care about Aaron Judge.
0-2 count on Wood, the pitch, up and out for ball 1. Is he still with Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, 2-run homer, top of the 1st. They're already winning.
Who's second in the league, Judge?
I believe. I can look.
Wow, 31 home runs is impressive. 1-2 count on Wood in the meantime. The pitch. Flown into potentially center field, but it looks like it will die in the middle of the infield. Called off and caught over at 3rd by Schmidt for out number 1. That is how the last inning started. A put out immediately. Luke Morton, a chance to get on here to begin a potential rally for the Mashfactory offense.
Judge has 27, and Rally just hit his 31st or 32nd. What'd I say?
31st.
31st.
Either way, that is great work from one of the best players in MLB history and Aaron Judge.
And Shohei pitches today, again.
And that pitch will still just a bit upstairs for ball one.
It was like Shohei's debut.
I mean, talking about Shohei Ohtani, we're seeing a lot of people now playing two-way in at least collegiate ball. That might become the future of the game. A lot more two-way guys kind of going back to what it used to be, which could be an interesting dynamic change once that hits the majors, if it ever does. Which I kind of think that whenever Shohei came over, we never thought that we would see a two-way player like that. But now that is just a common thing for these travel teams, and we see it all the time. Some top pitchers also go out there and swing the bat really nice.
I thought Jack Caglione was going to be one of those guys. He pitched really well. I believe he went to Florida really well there, and then went with the Royals, and then obviously called up the other day, hit his first 2 home runs in the same game. But Royals, they had him pitching originally in minor league, and then they kind of shut it down. So, but still, obviously, very good hitter.
3-0 off the plate for ball 4. Score update from the 18U division of the Elite Midwest Classic. The big marquee game that we expected to see, we will not. It is the 17U Mashfactory taking down Release Edwards 5-1.
What?
A shock result there. A lot of credit to them. Team Ohio Pro Select still looking to win that tournament, and now with Release Edwards out of the way, I think the favorites over there in the 18U division. In the meantime, time is called. Grope is going to be taken out of the game, and we are going to see the call to the bullpen made. You saw Gertschalk out there warming up. We will see if it is him who comes in. There's also a chance that is Amari Harris, number 0, who did come out of the game earlier on.
Yeah, it is.
So Amari Harris now on to throw for Clutch Elite. That makes a lot more sense. We did see Gertschalk back on Thursday, and it seems like a lot of the guys that we saw Thursday are not pitching quite yet. Either way, Harris ready to go on the mound in a few moments. He will take a couple of chucks, and then we will be back to the action here at Schoonover Stadium. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back into this semifinal game, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor a broadcast in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast. And as always, thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to promote/present these broadcasts. Runner goes, pitch upstairs, throw down a 2, wide left, and that is a stolen base for Morton. Brock Bourquin back in as he will have a 1-0 count as Amari Harris is ready to go on the mound for Clutch Elite.
You want to explain what was so funny while you were reading that?
Couple of things on social media, some great memes from NFL memes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
1 on the count on Bourquin. 2 for 2 on the day. Fly ball hit into center field. Underneath it is Johnson, and he will have it in for out number 2. That'll now signal Anthony Corsi to step in. But if you are the Mashfactory, get one more run on the board here. Silence the offense one more time. Score 3 runs in the 4th, and you win. We talk about these run rules as coveted prizes. It truly is, because it shows from start to finish you dominated, and there was never a doubt that you were going to win the game. And to make that statement, especially here, and a day that we've come so close a couple of times, be impressive. A wave and a miss, 0-1. Next inning for Clutch Elite, it is Wade, Kievman, and Schmidt. That is the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. The winner of this game takes on the MAF Gators in the next. The 0-1 hits the outside corner, now 0-2. Good frame as well behind the dish by Craig. But a chance right now for Clutch Elite to get out of the inning, allowing no damage. The 0-2, hat comes off, misses upstairs for ball 1. Once again, as you can kind of see on your screen, a little bit more today than usual. It is a turf carpet kind of on the mound where the pitcher actually stands. Off of the side, it is actual dirt. Not usually what we see when we mean a split diamond. Usually that means the dirt is in the outfield in the form of, well, grass, but then the infield just basic artificial turf. Lou West, Tri-C, a lot of other places do that as well. Mount Union on top of that. 2-2, ground ball hit to short. Picking it up is Snyder, but no, it is passed, and that will bring in the 7th run of the game. Corsi able to bring in another run, and for the 3rd inning in a row, the Mashfactory have found a way to put 1 on the board.
Yeah, kind of just hits right off the shortstop. Going to go down as an E6 right there, but Mashfactory continuing to manufacture runs.
And now it's an opportunity to score a couple more here and have a 2-out rally. Once again, the next game scheduled to start at 3:15. That could be delayed depending on how this one finishes. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. But in that next game, we could see a familiar face in Luke Hudak on the mound for the Gators. Depends on who they saved for this game. Do not know for sure if he pitched or not in the prior games. But I will say Joey Crawford is a player that you should look out for, Cam. Excellent on the mound. Had the only pickoff move that we've seen successfully done on Thursday. For a 15U squad, they play like a varsity. And that says a lot. And to be fair, so does this Bourquin squad. Hit him. A late decision given, but that will put 2 on for Logan Smith. Kind of an awkward one there, as it looked like it may have bounced in. But in the end, that will give first base to Marlat. And even if there was to be an appeal there, you really can't do anything other than give that runner second base because he was off. And that'd be tough of how far would he have actually gone. That's the one nice thing about not having replay here. It's called as it's called. College baseball does have it. NCAA, they don't usually until the championships, which is really weird because there is that video capability. You'll see if that ever does change with the pitch clock added on to baseball and some other changes coming. First pitch in there for strike 1. And on top of that, whispers are starting to become more prominent that we are going to see NCAA men's basketball go to a quarter format. Stay in line with the women and go 10-10-10-10, which could make a lot more sense. The 0-1 bounces by, and that will put 2 runners in scoring position. Runs 8 and 9 now ready to come home on one swing from Smith. We talked about that run rule, Cam, getting closer and closer. Only seen one today, and that was the 8-run one in the last game, and that really just came at the end unexpectedly. Menor was finally able to push a run or 2 across after kind of a long sequence of not. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Smith. The pitch, it is blocked by Craig, and everybody else will hold up. 2-1 the count. Good block behind the dish by CJ. Otherwise, it's 8-0. But going back to the prior 2 innings, 3 runs and 3 runs in the first and second innings. They have a chance to do that again here with the two guys that are already in scoring position. Smith will take off the plate for ball 3. In the on-deck circle, it is Tommy Strain, the shortstop. 2 on, 2 down. Bottom of 3, 7-0 the Mashfactory on top of Clutch Elite. Harris is 3-1. Driven left side, but foul. Hard hit grounder that could have brought in the 2 runs if fair, but instead we have a full count, 3-2. Up next inning for Clutch Elite, it is Wade, Kievman, and Schmidt. Once again, that is the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Runners won't be off on the pitch, as it would be kind of a tough play to make at the plate if they did go, but probably some extra movement. Payoff, it is low and outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Tommy Strain. Right now in the bullpen for Clutch Elite, nothing. But time has been called. We could see a change made here. Nobody on the edge of the dugout. This could also be where you bring in somebody from the field. So we will see what the coaching staff opts to do here. Cam, if you were the head coach, what is your decision right now, down by 7?
I would say just probably keep your guy in there.
Definitely a tough call to make. You don't want to call this one a lost cause, but at the same time, you kind of keep him in there, help him build confidence for the next tournament. You're not saving arms for the next game right now. You're just trying to get through this one and put out a good product. This is a time for free reps. The pressure is kind of off right now for Clutch Elite, albeit it's still a semifinal, but they can learn from this game, assuming it does stay par for the course, and they can get better because of it. And if they can, credit to them. It takes a really good ball club to learn a lot from a loss, especially a loss that is kind of tough like this, given how good of a start they had. Just pitching kind of ran out at the end. Swings didn't go their way, and this Mashfactory offense, at long last, finally coming as advertised. But now it is Tommy Strain looking to potentially put the dagger in Clutch Elite. Ground ball right side of the infield. The throw to 1 is in time, and the bases will be stranded loaded as the side is retired. Excellent work by Clutch Elite to get out of the inning with no more damage done. Still 1 run does score. Through 3, it is 7-0 the Mashfactory on top and looking poised to make it the championship game over Clutch Elite. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Three complete at Schoonover Stadium. It is a 7-0 lead for the Mashfactory as we are underway in the 4th inning. First pitch, strike taken in by Wade. 0-1 the count. Cam, so far in this game, a very good performance offensively by the Mashfactory. They have looked really solid so far, and even defensively, they are putting up a show. Big part of that is the man on the mound in Dylan Wood. as he is one strike away from a first batter strikeout, and he will not get it. Smith thought it was, but they will call a ball on the outside corner. Tough decision going against Wood, who was looking for his 4th strikeout, but he will have to wait. A tough, controversial call on that outside edge. Obviously a 50-50 ball. That time around, it favors Wade, who is 1 for 1 on the day with a single. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wood sets and deals, lobs it in there, and will miss down low for ball 2. That one call making him work a little bit more. And I still think, regardless of what happens, you're going to kind of keep him in here. And there is out number 1 via the looking K. Strikeout number 4 today from Wood. But what I was going to say was, I think you keep him in this game until the end of this point. You're not going to be able to use him again in the next game. Use up his arm, save the rest of your pitching, and go on off to the championship game ready to win.
Yeah, exactly. If you can use the least amount of pitchers that you can, as that one just fouled on the right field line.
It is Johnny Keevan back in 0 for 1 today with a pop out, but also a couple of nice plays at second base.
But yeah, just back to that. I mean, if they can just keep him in the game and, like you said, save their other pitchers as they're on their way and try and get the run rule in effect.
Swing and a miss, now 0-2. 3 runs in the bottom of the inning, and it would be in effect after 4. Or 1 more,
yes.
And then at the top of the 5th, then it's done. 0-2, down low for ball 1.
Obviously, their goal is to enact it as quickly as possible.
And that gives us an outside chance of playing the championship game on time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, thinking back to that first game that went to extras. 1-2 runs inside for ball 2. And I mean, we're 30 minutes away from that, and I kind of think we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the championship game, maybe 3:15, 3:45, but we will see. Fly ball skied on the right side. Underneath it at first is Bourquin, and he has it for out number 2. Good work by the defense to communicate. We have seen a couple of communication breakdowns in this game, but for the most part, the Mashfactory able to work through those and still get the outs. It is now Quinn Schmidt stepping back in 0 for 1 in this game with a flyout. First pitch waves left to right and misses off the plate for ball 1. Once again, the winner of this game will take on the MAF Gators in the championship game for the championship bracket after this. The 1-0 misses down low for ball 2. But if we do see that Gators-Bourquin rematch yesterday, it did resume and finish. 3-1 was the final, meaning both teams did score a run yesterday. And that was in, if you're looking at Bourquin, 3 innings of offense. The MAF Gators only 2. But still on paper, I think you're going to see a great game. But obviously, if the one team has a hot start, that could change in an instant. 3-0 in there for strike 1. But priority still remains with this game, as it is not over yet. We've seen a lot of teams get close to the run rule and just fall short. Line drive into left center field, and it is going to be in the gap for extra bases. Schmidt is in at 2. He will go to 3, and he is going to be in safe. A 2-out triple for Quinn Schmidt, the opening run of the game for Clutch Elite, now 90 feet away. And that might be enough if that run comes around to score to keep Mashfactory at bay to kind of prevent that run rule. So even more so, getting out number 3 here against CJ Craig is pivotal. As well, if there is a pass ball, they're going to score on it. I would be surprised if they didn't try and test it at least, just given how this game is going. Get back into this game no matter how. Fly ball once again into left center field, a little bit more shallow. Called off in left, and the play is made to retire the side. Marlette, a great job tracking that one down, and that will prevent any damage from happening. Mashfactory Bourquin looking to put on the finishing touches of this victory when we return. Middle of 4 in Kent. It is the number 2 seed up 7-0 on Clutch Elite. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 2 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the fourth inning at Schoonover Stadium for the Mashfactory. It is Saliola, Van Dyne, and Wood batting this inning in the 6, 7, 8, and 8 slots. First pitch is going to be taken for ball one by the third baseman. So far in this game, Saliola, a RBI single and a walk to his name. Fly ball deep into right field. Has a chance to get down, and it will, but well in foul territory. Poking the ball down the line could be a great way for some success. You've seen that happen a lot here at this Kent State Diamond. Both corners deadly as the ball kind of gets trapped down there.
Yeah, and it usually ends up as a double, if not more. Usually we see a lot of triples down there.
And you look at the way this field is designed, there is kind of a gap beneath the fence. It is fenced in behind, but that ball stuck down there. It's not a ground rule double, not enough for that. If it gets stuck, you're going to have to kind of dig under there to get it. And that is what happens a lot of the time. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Well up and in for ball 2. Almost got Saliola on the face. Glad he was able to get out of the way of that pitch. Obviously not intentional, but that pitch is kind of running away from Harris. He tries again, the 2-2. Left upstairs for ball 3, and we are full. 3 runs this inning, and the Mashfactory walks away with the win. 1 run, and they will have to put up another shutout frame in the 5th, and then they will win the game. The payoff pitch is on the corner for strike 3 looking. There is out number 1. Good delivery by Amari Harris, and that is 1 step in the right direction for Clutch Elite. They needed a pitch like that, something to spark this defense, something to spark hope and belief again. And with 1 down, Braden Van Dyne, the DH, steps in, a pop-out and a fly-out to his name in this contest. But for Clutch Elite right now, getting out of the inning 1, 2, 3 is an ideal spot to be, and almost a necessary one. And there's a fly-out to center field for out number 2. Johnson able to get underneath that one with ease. 2 up, 2 quick outs, and Dylan Wood, the pitcher, will step back in. 2 pop-outs today in this game. But Cam, going into the 5th inning, this could be the first frame today that we do not see a run score for the Mashfactory. They still want to change that here. Ground ball left side, picked up at third. Schmidt throws across. It is in plenty of time, and the side is retired in order. one of the quickest half innings of the day so far. The Mashfactory goes in order. End of 4. Clutch Elite trails Mashfactory 7-0. The offense of the 3C looks to get rolling when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top 5 at Schoonover Stadium. Clutch Elite still in this one. The run rule not in effect, even if Clutch is unable to score in this frame. 7-0 still your score. A great defensive showing in the bottom of the 4th inning by Clutch Elite as they were able to get the Mashfactory in order. Now, their offense a chance to get back into this game if they can strike a few times in this inning. Obviously easier said than done, but not impossible. 2-0 fouled back, now 2-1. Coming up this week on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, we have a pair of WRCL games as of right now. On Tuesday, it is T3 taking on Force Ohio. Wednesday, Wayne Baseball taking on the Stark County Terriers. And that will be strike 3 looking for out number 1. Good work on the mound by Dylan Wood once again to get out number 1 with ease. Thursday, we will be at a location to be determined later for some games as a part of the 965 Midwest Tournament Circuit. Then same with Friday, potentially Saturday, and Sunday, we will be back here for a championship round. I believe a total of 5 games next Sunday. Should be a lot more manageable by then as well, given the temperature changes.
Yeah, hopefully not as hot.
If you're here, for your sake.
For your sake, too.
That's true. 1-1 the counts.
I do actually like you. I'm not just a person. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. But
I lost you there for a second.
I know.
1-1. Up and out for ball 2.
I'm not just your intern. I actually do kind of like you. Not like that, but
2-1 the count, the pitch. On there for strike 2. But after Rodriguez, it goes to Mason Snyder. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. 2 quick strikeouts for Dylan Wood. Now 6 today. Going back to Dylan, he has been great on the mound. Obviously, that big play, though, outside of those strikeouts, the liner right back at his face.
Yeah, he was able to catch it. Not only that, double off the runner at first.
And now that will bring up Mason Snyder, the shortstop. Beautiful pitch, just going to miss the zone. But if this is the parting line, 1 run in the bottom of the inning, and this one is over. But yet again, this game kind of has the feeling of a contest that is dragged out to 7 innings. And I feel like that would say a lot about the grit and grind of this Clutch Elite squad. They're deserving of it for sure. The 1-1, fouled back, now 1-2. For the Mashfactory, it is Morton, Bourquin, and Corsi who are set to try and end the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could be the final pitch of the day for Wood, regardless of what happens in the bottom of the inning. And he will end off with a strikeout for now. He strikes out the side, and the inning is over. From 4 strikeouts to 7, Dylan Wood, if that is the last time we see him in this game, a great way to bookend a tremendous win. It's simple. 1 run from the Mash Factory, and the game ends. Middle of 5 at Schoonover Stadium. It is the 2 seed on the verge of clinching a spot in the championship game up on Clutch Elite. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Mash Factory looking dominant in this game so far. A chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning, up by 7, 1 run away from earning a run rule victory. The winner of this game takes on the MAF Gators in the game slot after this. Unless this game ends right now, even if it does, we are not going to start directly on time at 3:15 for the next game. But at a minimum, we will be close. Still a chance this game does get dragged out to 7 innings, but we will see what happens here. Assuming the result holds, we will see the Mash Factory be the 3rd chalk team to win in a row today. 0-2 off the plate for ball 1. But the 5 seed beat the 6, 4 beat the 5. This would be the 2 beating the 3. The 1-2. Chop left side, kind of off the ground. Going to be a tough ranging play to make. And on the throw, he doesn't get it in the hand in time. And it is a leadoff infield single for Luke Morton. Kind of an awkward attempt off of the hand. And that is just a tough feeling in the game of baseball when you think you have it in the hand to just go to throw and it's not there.
Yeah, definitely interesting, but I don't know. That's kind of just how it played out there.
I think we both had that happen in our career at least once, whether it be in warm-ups or in the actual run of play. It's tough because you think you have the ball, you think you're giving your good throw, and if he would have had the ball, credit to him, that would have been a missile and maybe would have been in time, but we will never know. But now it is Brock Berkwin stepping back in, 2 for 3 in this game with a single and a double. That pitch down low, now 1-0 the count. The run rule clinching run now stands over at first base as well. So we could see some movement on the bases to try and get him in scoring position. Or just some heads-up base running all the way around. But right now for Clutch Elite, the goal is to force a 6th inning. Harris nods and fires. Down low, but blocked again for ball 2. Berkwin, Corsi, and Marlatt, I think they understand that their runs just really don't matter right now in this inning. Their goal is to simply move the runner along, and if they reach, it's great, but it's not going to matter. And to play knowing that, it's kind of a tough, bittersweet thing. On one hand, your team's about to win. The other hand, you're running on the bases is just to kind of not get out.
Yeah.
Kind of a sacrificial lamb of sorts. The 2-0 down low for ball 3. No, they called it a strike. I don't know about that one, Cam. That one looked a little bit low from my angle. Maybe just brought up a hitch by the catcher, Craig. The 2-1. That one down low for sure, and it's ball 3. Boo Corsi awaits in the on-deck circle. And at that point, you could see a bunt with nobody out, 2 on. Bunted down the first base side, put your winning run 90 feet away, and from there, you trust Marlatt to bring him in. Runner will go. It is down low for ball 4, and good thing it was, as that tag would have been right on the money. A bold decision there to take off, but in the end, it works out. It wouldn't have if that was strike 3.
Yeah, that would have been a strike him out, throw him out.
And that would have been on the bingo card.
Exactly.
Now Corsi steps in. Base hit most likely seals the win for the Mashfactory. And I think based on the way that the Gators are huddling off to the right, they are expecting this to be the case. They will try and bunt, but it is popped right by the Gators huddle. They're trying to game prep, but the Mashfactory is still reminding them that there is some game to be played. Or maybe a warning shot before the next game. A 1 count on Corsi, pop out, base hit, and he reached on an error so far today. Shows bunt early on. Pitch is wide right, and without even laying down the bunt, he puts the winning run 90 feet away. I think if that happens again, if there's a play at the plate, he does not go. Even if he does, you have another guy that could potentially bring him in. But now time call. We could see the call to the bullpen, and we will. Cam, your thoughts on this change?
It's kind of a last-ditch effort.
You got to do everything you can to try and win this game, even if you think you're out of it. I don't mind the decision at all. You're going to see who they bring on to complete this game most likely. I would assume this is the last arm we see. I'd be shocked if we see one more from them, but you never know. And if we don't make it out of the inning, then for sure we're not going to see another arm, as at a minimum it could be one pitch. It could be a lot more, but Cam, all it takes is one single, and it'll be a very short outing. It is number 3, you're saying. Number 4, that is Ace Weigel, the freshman coming on to throw. As Weigel warms up, we will step aside here on SmeeSports. But before we do, make sure to go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. Our goal is to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this summer. So please go down below and subscribe. There is no cost behind it, and it greatly helps out our efforts here on the channel. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. A chance for Boo Corsi and the Mashfactory to walk this one off and make it to the championship game. 7-0 your score. One more run, and the run rule will be enforced for the second time today, but this will be the earlier of the two instances. The championship game scheduled to get underway in 9 minutes. That will not start on time, but potentially will be close. Weigel's first pitch is chopped weakly right side, but foul, now 1-2 the count. After Corsi goes to Marlatt, then Smith. Doing the math real quick just to see how many can get up this inning. I think Smith is the last batter that could hit. So we will see if we get all the way to Smith or not. The 1-2, left upstairs for ball 2. Or actually, no, Strain is the last one. He is the last possible, but that would take somebody in front of him getting on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Weigel off the plate, but blocked for ball 3, and we are full. Loading up the bases might not be the worst idea, though, for this clutch elite squad. You have a force up the middle. You also have a force at home then. It makes it a lot more manageable. Payoff pitch. Runs inside, bounces left, no action. It's ball 4, and Wyatt Marlatt with the bases loaded, nobody out, now has the ultimate chance to win it. It is a 7-0 ball game. It appears corners are in. The middle of the infield staying normal depth. I have a feeling they're going to come in at some point. You would have to think so.
They should. Double play doesn't do anything.
But it appears they're going to stay back. We will see if that ends up working out or not. Marlatt, a chance to win it. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. And as well, an RBI walk would do the same. For the Mashfactory and the Gators up next in the championship game. Going to be a fun contest to watch. The 1-0 down low for ball 2. The Mashfactory 2 balls away from winning. If Marlatt can't get the job done, it goes to Logan Smith. And right now the winning run is Morton, followed by Bourquin, then Corsi. 2-0 down low for ball 3. One more ball, and that will do it. It looks like the top 2 seeds are going to be the last 2 standing in the Kent State Invite. 3-0 down low for ball 4, and that will wrap it up. It's an RBI walk for Wyatt Marlatt. That'll make it 8-0, and it is the Mashfactory playing in the championship game against the MAF Gators. 8-0 your final in 5. One final commercial break, then we will be back on to announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. 8-0 your final in semifinal 1 of 1 in the championship bracket. It is the Mashfactory taking down Clutch Elite, your player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. It is the starting pitcher of Dylan Wood. 7 strikeouts, 3 of which came in the final inning, and on numerous occasions, he kept Clutch Elite's offense at bay by himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Just did a phenomenal job on the mound. I keep thinking back to that one phenomenal play that he made, that double play. Comebacker pretty much right at his head, used his reflexes, caught it on the fly, and doubled off the runner on first. Just tremendous play, coupled with, I think, 6 or 7 strikeouts today. Just great job on the mound.
The Mashfactory now have a chance to win some silverware up next as they take on the number 1 seed MAF Gators. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter, as well as subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this summer. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps on our efforts here at SmeeSports. But that'll do it for game number 3. Time to hop on over to our 4th and final game link of the day as the MAF Gators look to stay undefeated in this second Kent State Invites against the Mashfactory 15U squad. For Cam Ragazzo, I am Nathan Smee saying so long for now from Schoonover Stadium. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again in a few moments. This has been the 2025 Kent State Invite number 2 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.